Church here, and welcome to the Game Grinder, and today we're doing an unboxing video. And like I mentioned in my last unboxing video, it's kind of unfortunate that so many of these collector's editions are showing up in such a short period of time. I like to have these things spread out, especially when my video production is a little bit slower, but it is what it is. And today is a pretty exciting and pretty unique collector's edition, as it were. And much as the title states, this is for the Mass Effect Legendary Cache. Now, I don't know if I can fit this box into the picture. This is a heck of a large package. Pretty comparable to the Fallout 76 Collector's Edition that came with the helmet, as well as the Doom Collector's Edition that came with the helmet. And I kind of spoiled this one. This comes with a helmet. But before we talk more about this, I guess I just want to share my thoughts on Mass Effect. Hopefully everybody knows Mass Effect. Hopefully everybody's played Mass Effect. I kind of think this is one of the pinnacle video games. It's one of my favorite series of all time. An epic space drama that spans across 3 games with a story that's ever growing and stakes are being raised. Such a fantastically written story by BioWare with amazing characters, all very, very memorable. And what's pretty cool is pretty soon here there will be the Mass Effect Legendary Edition being released, which is essentially a remaster of the first 3 Mass Effect games. No major changes overall, although I know there are some tweaks. I think we're probably going to see more of those adjustments with the first Mass Effect and its combat system, kind of changing it to be a little bit more in line with Mass Effect 2 and 3. But seriously, if you have not played Mass Effect, you really need to do something about that. These games are absolutely incredible. They get the praise they do for very, very good reason. I absolutely love them, and I cannot wait for the Legendary Edition, and I will be replaying all 3 Mass Effect games pretty soon here. Not right away. I got a couple of the games to knock out first, but then, oh yeah. So enough about Mass Effect itself. Let's go ahead and check out this Legendary Cache. So nothing too wild with the box here. On the front it says, "Relive the Legend," and absolutely, I am looking forward to doing just that. On the top here, it says the Mass Effect Legendary Cache, and then on this side is a picture of Shepard, which happens to be the main character. And cool thing about Mass Effect is you can be male Shepard or female Shepard, so you can kind of play how you like to play. So let's go ahead and crack this open and see what we get. So the first thing here is something kind of interesting. It is an N7 like graduation letter written kind of in the universe of Mass Effect. It's for Shepard by David Anderson, who is one of the main characters. I'm not going to read this over, but I can show the picture. If you want to see more of the text, go ahead and pause it and check that out. Pretty interesting, you know, just a little bit something extra. One thing I should mention about this collector's edition is this is its own thing. It's separate from the game, which is kind of the trend now anyways. Like if you saw my last few unboxing videos, those I ordered the collector's editions and they came with the game and the collector's edition, but the game was not in the collector's edition. This is just the goodies themselves. There is no game included with this, which I'm not too upset about, as I will be getting the PC version, and as we know now, PC games tend to be digital only, or they give you a case with a code. This one, I think they went this route so you could order whatever game you want and have a matching collector's edition instead of having like a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox or whatever. Different collector's editions, this might make it a little bit easier. And price-wise, it's actually pretty fair and comparable to what a collector's edition like this would be, of course excluding the game. So the next couple items in this Legendary Cache are pretty neat. These are a couple of canvas prints. So first up here we have a FemShep canvas. Now these are actually pretty high quality. It's hard backed, actually has the canvas material. It's not hand painted, of course, mass production, I'm sure it's printed, but it actually looks pretty nice and it's pretty sturdy. I'm kind of impressed that they didn't, I thought they were just gonna do like the regular kind of like cardboard poster print with these. So hey, pleasant surprise there. And then secondly, we also got a canvas print of the Normandy, which is the ship that you fly around in Mass Effect. So these are pretty neat. These are something I'd actually consider mounting or hanging up on the walls. I don't know exactly how I'd go about doing that. They don't have like a hook or anything on the back. Maybe I could just get a stand to set them up. I'm not sure. Something I'll have to figure out, because of course I'd have to make space for those as well. Then next up is the Steelbook that this comes with, and it's a pretty decent looking little Steelbook. We have Shepherd there in armor with helmet. It's actually raised, so that's kind of neat. It's not just flat. Mass Effect Legendary Edition on the side has the N7 on the back, again also raised, and then on the inside we kind of just have some art there, the blue and the red signifying the like Paragon and Renegade routes, because one of the cool things about Mass Effect is you can kind of play the game how you want to. You can play it as basically the good guy, you can kind of be like the bad guy-ish, or kind of be somewhere in the middle. And I know there's some controversy at the very end of the games. Things kind of boil down and get kind of more of like a straightforward choice and whatever. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not terribly upset with how things played out in the end, especially with the expanded ending. I think they did the best they could, I guess, and most likely a lot of that was due to, unsurprisingly, EA meddling with things. EA being the absolute garbage company that they are, voted worst company in America multiple years in a row, but it is what it is. I still love Mass Effect. But yeah, so Steelbook. So the next up here is a pin, and this is, I forget exactly what they called this, but basically it's a pin that has the two like logos or icons used for choice in the game. First here actually being the red for the Renegade, and this actually spins, and then you have the blue for the Paragon, so kind of like a spinning pin, which is kind of interesting. I'm not much of a pin guy myself, but not going to complain about extra goodies. All right, and I had to step away for a moment to get this unboxed, put some batteries in. Go figure, EA does not include batteries. Assuming EA put this together, it could have been BioWare. I'm not sure. On the styrofoam casing on this, it is branded with Mass Effect, but I figured nobody cares to see that. But this is the main focus of this legendary cache, and this is in Shepard's N7 helmet. As you could guess, if you're not familiar, this is the helmet they wear when he goes out on missions and down to planets and whatnot. This is wearable. One thing that is pretty neat is there's a switch here that kind of you can change according to how you like to play your Shepherd. So as I mentioned, you have a Paragon Shepherd, which is like the good Shepherd or the Renegade, and there's a switch on here that lights up that indicates which route you are going. So as you see here, the blue light lights up, and then as you see there is the red lights for Renegade. And the helmet is actually pretty well detailed. Much like the Fallout 76 helmet and the Doom helmet, like these, they're actually made pretty well, very surprisingly so. Not sure what I can say about the comfort. Looks like there is a chin strap of some sort, so I can, wear this long term, but let's go ahead and put this bad boy on and see what we're working with. And there we are. So the N7 Shepherd helmet, it's actually pretty comfortable. I'm sure I don't sound too great. It's encased. There's no voice changer or anything like the Fallout 76 helmet, but I can actually see very well in this, where the Fallout 76 helmet you really can't see at all. The Doom helmet is better, but this one, if you were to use this for a costume or cosplay, you could actually function and get around while wearing this. But yeah, so that is the Mass Effect Legendary Cache. So of course, as always, I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this Legendary Cache? And let me know your thoughts on Mass Effect. I hope everybody's played it. If you haven't, do you have any plans to play it? I mean, it's a pretty fantastic deal that you get all 3 games. I think it's $39.99. I don't think it's full price. It might be $59.99. Whatever the case is, it's 3 amazing games in one, made some quality life changes, upped the graphics a little bit to make the game look a little bit better. And for those that have played it, do you plan to replay the Legendary Edition? So then, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you next time on the Game Grinder.